E aí, tá afim de economizar na hora de comprar suas skins? Passa na netshtop.com, link na descrição. Lá você encontra skins, chaves, facas, tudo mais barato que o mercado da Steam. Eles também aceitam encomendas usando o cupom AleArts para ter mais desconto nas suas compras, galera. Passa aí no primeiro link na descrição.
Fala guys, sorteio de 2 facas insanas para vocês junto com a parceria de alguns youtubers e ausentes jogando CSGO. Link na descrição.
There it goes. Ceased to find the first of the bolts, the second as well. Stewie taken out. MP9 action doesn't stop. 4 kills for in middle though. Was able to at least get found on in the end. From middle. Dinks bolts down. Can't connect to it. COLDZERA to be taken out. Bolts on 16, Stewie on 85 and fallen onto 97. That should be not retrieved by Hobbit at all. As no kid is onto him as well. No smoke, no flash, no utility to use. And as it is the case, Yop doesn't hit a shot. Stewie's to be taken out, but Bolts reacts in time. 9-6 it is, SK Gaming. Somehow need to make it possible. First one to come, COLDZERA to find a Dren. I've only my life. That will be all more problematic. He jumps in and then takes him out. 10-10 with a single individual surviving. The Brazilians' focus is exactly on that spot. Bolts though. That Molotov doesn't inflict any damage. There comes the smoke. Cease finds one. Cease finds a second. And as he comes and flanks in from behind, COLDZERA is also not able to do anything about it. Bolts to be the last individual. Flawless it is for Gambit. 14-10. 2 more rounds they need. And that away. Fur now taken out by Doja. In that process, Fallen not hitting his shot again. He's now known and exposed. Cease might take that opportunity to find him. But the smoke, first of all, blocks the vision. Fallen doesn't see a thing, needs to retreat. Whilst Bolt is still in close range, that is going to be the side aggression. The bomb's still in favor. COLDZERA with the first, finding a Dren. The bomb is down, and now it has to be brought to the site as soon as possible. COLDZERA with the double, and that is Doja taken out as well. COLDZERA with the triple. COLDZERA not with the quad. But Fallen is good enough in the end to then finally find Mo. But they rather waited out. 120 left. SK Gaming not really interested in running at any of those Glocks, because one Glock is not really a big deal. Many Glocks is a bigger of a deal. I'm talking about it. Towards Vent they go. Bolts finds himself a triple with a spray down. Perfectly done. And the quad is there. Those were eco frags, but the spray here from Bolts, that was just beautiful to watch. 15-14. Will this be the first overtime in by Fallen? As he's now taken out, there might be a rotation coming in. Dren finding himself a double, but the B side is a little bit of a problematic position right here. Getting it back though. The problematic situation turned around. Stewie with one. Stewie not onto the double. That would have been crucial. Only Bolt's alive, and he has to find himself 4 frags, including a defuse. Molotov goes deep. That's all right. Dren coming in from behind. Bolts with one. Bolts not with the second. 16-4. Those Glocks, I mean, one coordinated aggression towards one side, yeah, that could be a legitimate option. They rather try to hit players off guard. Free HP as it bounces off the head of Fur. It's not the happiest life you're gonna have. Stewie can do it together with Fallen to pick up an AK. Taking that back though, didn't work out in the end. As Dren is already into free, secures the 4th. That's the A stat. Mouse against that, 100%. And so it will be 1 frag only coming in from his side. But SK back on the AKs. It's kind of similar. What we used to have. 4-1. And with that being said, Mo in the middle with the op, doesn't see a thing. All 3 players on the Brazilian side are going full throttle and interested in aggression. Dren doesn't see a thing. And they're on the spot and on short before everything started. Doja stops him though, as he's not interested in having any kind of guys just back on his side. They don't belong there. Get away with those aggressors. As Ren Doja, I don't have the opportunity to do it on his own. He's on his third already. Possibly interested in more. Does this become an X-God ace? Possibly. Who's behind? Don't knife him. Doja, don't do it. He doesn't, and he aces it on his own. Takes down Fallen. And that is the X-God to 5 scoreline. An eco on Gambit Esports. Not looking too brilliant. At least a gun picked up here. Fur taken out. Some decent headshots in the back of the new neck hitbox. Thank you very much, Wolf, by the way. Props out. Shout out to you. Maybe you can fix another few problems. I'm sure Don Hachi knows a few. Either way, 5-5 with SK Gaming with that kind of buy. Didn't have too much of a problem on securing. It's another one. Hobbit still low, tries to go for it. Falling down low HP. Same goes for Bolts. Doja could try to pick up that AK. As he does the run for CT. Goes to Hobbit's corpse and picks it up. Fallen is not interested in it and rips off his head. 6-5. 3 plays around it. Finds Doja by accident, I think, as he just shoots for the smoke, not even intentionally. That happening right now. 2 more are hiding themselves. That will be a tough retake. First one to find. Fur just relaxes. As he finds himself one, finds himself Hobbit as well. And that means Fur with the 4K cleaning it up. COLDZERA does not take the peek towards Hobbit. Smoke. There, it allows him to. Doesn't hit a single shot though, and sees there in the middle. Is also quite aware. Time is ticking away. Adren is already on the site. Fur rotated over. Gets his hat ripped off there by the CIS player. Only 3 more alive for SK. The CTs, necessarily. Hobbit. He definitely saw Fur and his teammate rotating out of connector. Oh, and that's not really good control. That has Fallen taken out. Balls can't do anything about it. And Hobbit, who's there assisting in middle, becomes the perfect assistant to take down the short player. But Fur is not able to connect those shots. SK looked brilliant. And suddenly, they're running out of their win streak. Running out of something magical. All still down to 7 frags. Fur onto 27 though. Their Hobbit rips off the head of Stewie 2K. This time no COLDZERA though. Deep Nate that hurts Cease and Hobbit fairly good. Mid control. With the bomb back in T-spawn. A very, very similar play Gambit does most of the time. Their default is very interesting to see. They try to hit anyone there in middle, then check if they can find someone connector. And if that isn't working, cool with it. Adrendo! Oh, those shots onto Fallen and Stewie! Bolt still, as well as Fur, down to just 32 and 25. It should be fairly easy for the ZZs to do the job. 1 taken out, a few more to go. Fur, also found here by the ZZs. Team damage coming in. COLDZERA finding Adren, not reacting right to it. Scout, 100% on point with Doja. The body shots are there. A few more off the M4. Every single player of SK should be taken out. Alright, finding himself fallen. COLDZERA and Stewie, the only 2 individuals. And as Stewie's down to 30 HP in a few rounds. Also a good round difference. Delivering us a Gambit. Only down just those pistols. No armor. First trying as much as possible. Shooting all the bullets he has in the magazine continuously. There, Bolts fully blind. Should now finally be found. No, where are his shots going? Bolts there now trying onto Adren. And he finds that as well. Still alive with 21 HP. It seems to be some kind of miracle right now. Stewie has been spotted. 2 players are easy to find, but Stewie, there it all comes at it. Can avoid him. Ceased probably not spotted out though. Fur could feel very comfortable here, and as he does, gets taken out. That first entry happening. 14 more seconds are left, and those 40 more seconds are making it just tight. Mo hitting himself. COLDZERA falling, not finding a shot as well. As a Gambit player does it all right there in the end. Only balls to find. Balls taken out. 4-2 up being picked. He does the execution in the end as he keeps his crosshair just pinned to that position. Zeist cannot go up the ladder at any point in time. There he hears the stabs. Hobbit Stewie has taken a lot of ground. Back up there he is. Zeist still finds him. That's the American taken out. But the problem that now occurs. Low HP. Zeist. Statistically, Gambit is the better team. Gambit has a good opportunity to find this and talking about it. Fully flashed Seas is getting himself a bolt. As two players are down in SK Gaming, gets a little bit more tricky. Fallen holds himself, but gets taken out. I need to start to worry at that point. Only 17 HP on the SK Gaming site. Dren surely heard that. Does the peek, finds the player. Fallen moves now only onto the B side. No, Fallen! This is not a base jumping course without a parachute! Does it work out this time again? Mo is there to find Fallen, but COLDZERA on the double is doing the job he does best. Whilst Bolt is getting caught off guard. No, Doja, where's your spray going? This needs to work, and Doja finds it in the end. But COLDZERA, he could be the one who clutches it out. He's already onto 4 frags. Only sees to find. He doesn't pull through. COLDZERA goes up and takes a height advantage. Does he clutch it though? He does! No, he does! He does it! That's what we really have to ask ourselves. That's the 5-7 do the job. Not the case. One still standing there. COLDZERA it is, and I think Hobbit might have a problem with that duel. No chance. That's surprising. He looks in the wrong direction for a moment. Mo hits the shot onto that one. Fallen is the last individual. Lethal, but at that point in time, the problem is if he goes around, then he'll spot the bomb. But it's either way only down to Adren, and it seems like we got ourselves a 19-17. I'm not saying that. I'm not finishing my sentence like this, but Stewie gets him 19-17 overtime.